Hello there folks, it's me RGB from RJB TV, and today we've got something special, and this has been played like a couple hours ago, maybe even less than a couple hours ago. Jose faces off against Burgersasu in SCW season number 35. Let's dive right in and see what we've got on our hands. It's Jose here on the orange Terran and Burgersasu on the blue Protoss. They are playing random versus random on the western map, because that is what SCW does. It plays on the western map. It is a western league. So what do we have coming our way? Burgersasu has been playing a little bit of SCW this season. Not sure what motivated him, but he just decided to show up and start playing against SCW players. He's played against a couple of very good players, but largely against some of the mid-level players in SCW. And I think Jose this season is the very first player he's facing that is considered to be at the top of the 1 versus 1. How do I say this? At the top of the 1 versus 1 echelon, let's put it like that. Jose is considered to be one of the better, if not one of the best. Might be like a top 10 Western 1 versus 1 fastest map player. He largely plays only on the Western map. As he goes to say, he's a Western player, so Western map is what he plays. And we've seen him on the channel a couple of times before against some other Koreans, because whenever Koreans play, they will at some point fight Jose, who's on the name Thanatos. Not sure how to pronounce it. He's from, I think, Peru. So maybe it's meant to be pronounced in a Peruvian way. Maybe it's intended to be pronounced in a non-Peruvian way. I've got no idea. I'm just going to call them Jose. So Burgersasu starts off with the mid-gate from a corner spawn, which in my opinion is not the strongest build order from a corner spawn, because you got the traveling distance to the middle. But if there's someone who can maybe make this work, it is probably Burgersasu. Also, important detail here in regards to Jose. He started off with a supply depot, and then a barracks at 9 supply, and barracks, supply depot, gas. The gas is a little bit slower, because he's scouting with this one SCV that's finished the first barracks. Usually, the SCV that finishes the first barracks starts the gas, so the gas is like 5 seconds slower, maybe 10 seconds slower than it would otherwise be. He scouted the middle looking for a mid-gate, didn't find a mid-gate. He passed it by the smallest margin possible. And Burgersasu also has not yet found Jose. SCV they're leaving the 9 o'clock base, so that might throw Burgersasu the wrong direction, the wrong way, but he finds out that nope, he's not here on the 9, so it has to be probably on the 12. Jose finds the proxy gates, goes the wrong direction, as both players are just continuously going the wrong direction. Sooner or later, they will find out where their opponent is, located on the map. No bunker in the front. The 1v1 players tend to build their bunker in the front, not very often in the back, because in the back doesn't really help out too much against cannons pushing on your base. So for now, Jose successfully pushes back those zealots. Cannons started there all the way in the front, not close to the barracks. Koreans tend to start them further away. Although this time around, he also builds a pylon a little bit closer by, so he can start pushing those barracks. There's no bunker in the front, there's a bunker in the back. I think a bunker in the front would probably help out a little bit more. But a bunker in the back at least means that Burgersasu is not going to be able to push forward beyond the barracks to hit those marines behind the barracks. So the barracks are safe, the marines are safe behind the barracks, but the barracks are now getting attacked while are facing the danger of cannons. A couple of SCVs are in the mix to block. Firebats have spawned. Burgersasu is going to kill the firebats first, because he has to kill them first in order to make those cannons finish up, because the cannons do take some time to finish up. Zealots there, though, are taking some heavy fire there from Jose. Stim is finished up there for Jose. Now Jose on the pushback. Burgersasu, looks like even Burgersasu might not be able to make this build order work. He just needs a little bit more time for the cannons to finish up, but there's a lot of firebats and SCVs and Marines are on the scene to kill the cannons. But although the cannons finish just in time, also losing some of his SCVs, that is a huge hit there for Jose. Jose almost got to those cannons in time. Almost. Need just a little bit more time. Goes for a stack attack, which is allowed in SCW. It's not banned. I know every single other competition bans it. SCW doesn't care. stacking workers is allowed. And as you can see, sometimes you really do need to stack your workers in order to stay alive. So he successfully stays alive there with the stack attack. And the stack attack, even though it's very strong, taking those SCVs off the minerals does cost you a lot of income. It does hurt quite a bit, so this is great for Burgersasu. Even though Jose survived that first cannon push, he did lose SCVs, lost a lot of mining time. Burgersasu still got those cannons up here in the front, while here back at home he's got a Cybercore on the way, on one single gas, which means Burgersasu should be able to progress into like a robotic, robotic facility and a support bay, or maybe going for Citadel of Dune with Dark Templars. He's going to go for a Templars Archive, most likely. Because I don't see an engineering bay out yet for Jose. He's getting a command center there though, got the academy so he can get a scan. But what he really needs, in my opinion, at this point, is probably an engineering bay, in my opinion, or maybe even a factory. Gonna build a bunker there in the front to space those cannons away, maybe with range. He's getting a range upgrade right now. He couldn't get the range upgrade earlier because he pulled SCVs off the gas to help him fight against the cannons. And then of course he pulled even more SCVs to fight against more cannons, which cost him minerals. So he's a little bit behind on schedule, which is allowing Burgersasu to walk all the way around from the left and the right, the front and the back, to attack whatever he can find, as long as it is attackable. As long as he can hit it, Burgersasu will try to hit it to keep Jose from being complacent and comfortable. He just keeps attacking the edges, forcing Jose to run around in circles, to keep microing, to keep producing, to keep doing too many things at the same time. Burgersasu is trying to win the game with multitasking, attacking left and right. It's a very smart but very difficult style of play because you gotta have two control groups of zealots being controlled at the same time on two separate locations, while also building your base, growing bigger and strong. He's getting Dragoons. So because he finds that Jose is small enough to not need Dark Templars, but to be able to get Dragoons instead. And I like that choice. The Dragoon choice is a very smart choice. Dark Templars would have caught Jose by surprise because the Dragoons are more solid, less cheesy. They are, in my opinion, in this case, a more reliable option. Because the army count for Jose is very, very low. You're going to overpower him with a brute force, with pure gateway units. Dragoon range almost finished up, and when Dragoon range is finished up, he's going to have a lot more opportunity, a lot more chances to hit the sides and start peeling away at the structures on the sides. For example, this bunker, Dragoon range finished up, getting on top of the bunker, bunker not getting repaired, bunker goes down. Bunker going down is a big loss for Jose because now Burgersasu can push forward a little bit more without having to fight through a bunker first. The Dragoons have suddenly become a whole lot stronger, which also makes the Zealots supporting the Dragoons a whole lot stronger. He's mostly fighting with the Dragoons and he's keeping the Zealots on the side so that when the Marines and Firebats come in, the Zealots flank from the side. Like this. And it forces the Marines to pull back. Jose is putting on a valiant fight. He's fighting back really well, but not well enough. He's losing too many Marines, losing too many units, getting out micro, getting out multitasked. He's got a tank there on the way in the back and siege mode as well, but siege mode is still about 20 seconds away from finishing, so the tank does roll out, but siege mode is going to have to wait. And by the time siege mode is finished up, the barracks here in the front are gone, which should allow the Dragoons and the Zealots to jump on top of the tank and kill the tank. Things are looking bad, and Burgersasu throwing out some BM at Jose because Jose always talks shit to the Koreans, and Burgersasu remembers. He does not forget the BM that Jose gave him the last time. So Burgersasu returning the favor a little bit with the easy. Jose calls GG. That's one thing he often does do. He calls GG even though he's BM. He does call GG quite often. So Burgersasu wins the first game with a Protoss against Terran mid-gate push into Dragoons. Very well played. The fact that he found him so late did make it a little bit harder to pull off, but in the end, he did pull it off. And I don't often see players pulling off a mid-gate rush from a corner spawn, because it's just so much traveling time. The first Zealot comes out about 6 to 10 seconds slower, which means you're fighting against 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 Marines more than if that had not been the case. So I think mid-rushing from a middle spawn as Protoss is stronger than mid-rushing from a corner spawn. Okay, game number 2. This time Jose on the yellow Protoss, and Burgersasu is on the olive green Terran. A race swap, it's random against random, not planned, it just happened to be the case where they switched races with a random against random. So previously Burgersasu showed a pretty damn good PvT. Jose defended it really well for a long time, prevented the cannons from pushing onto his barracks, but Burgersasu had a really good switch up into Dragoons with range, and he managed to keep killing Jose's army over and over. Jose never got to a point where his army size was big enough to fight back against those Dragoons. He was always losing small little bits of ground. Like, he was losing bunkers, losing Marines and medics. His army just never grew beyond a certain point. The Burgersasu starts off with a slightly different build order than Jose. He starts off with a barracks first into a supply depot. Jose in the previous game started off with a supply depot into a barracks. Barracks before supply depot is easier to play with against a mid-gate than if you go for supply depot first, because you're going to have 3 less Marines in total by the time those Zealots come knocking at your front door. So it really makes, it doesn't look like much, but it is quite a big difference, because every single Marine comes out 14 seconds faster, maybe 15, maybe 16, depends on how fast you are with putting down the barracks. But the difference is about 14 to 16 seconds difference. Jose starts out with a Nexus, a Forge, Pylon, Gateway, Pylon. This is a he's doing a Korean build, but he's getting his gas a little bit faster than the Koreans would do. Like, the Koreans get their cannons in the choke before they get their double gas. Jose decided to get double gas before the cannons in the front, so that's a small little switch up that I notice him doing right now. And I'm not sure if I like it or if I dislike it. There's only 1 cannon in the front. Jose is scouting the wrong direction. Burgersasu found Jose pretty early on, but Jose is too far away to attack with Marines to stop the cannon from finishing. So Burgersasu cannot prevent the cannon. He's got triple barracks. He is not yet getting a command center, although I think he's going to get a command center because he's saving up minerals quite heavily. Oh, he's going for a stack attack. He's taking a play out of Kokane's book of plays, and that is a SCW stack attack on the choke. But 2 more cannons are on the way and they're almost finished up, and by the time those SCVs arrive, those cannons will have finished up. Burgersasu is expecting there to be only just 1 cannon, but he's in for a surprise. It's going to be triple cannon and a gateway in the front. Maybe Jose stream cheated right there. Maybe he stream cheated because he put that gateway down even though he should not. Like, there's no realistic situation within which he would throw down that gateway unless he was looking at Burgersasu's stream, because Burgersasu is streaming right now, and Jose has in the past been banned for stream cheating against Koreans. So there's a chance, a realistic chance, that he did it again right there. The timing for that gateway was a little bit too suspicious because he didn't have any information on those units attacking from across the map. So Burgersasu hurt himself quite a bit. He's down below half of the worker count compared to Jose, so he's gonna fight an uphill battle. Maybe he believes he still has the opportunity or the chance or the skills to survive the incoming attack. And yeah, Jose is doing a Korean build order, and I really like seeing that. And he's pulling it off pretty well, going for Citadel Lopadoon, getting level 1 attack, gonna get Zealot speed, double robot in the front, so that's gonna be a support bay coming out as well, and a shuttle and double reaver right after. Now getting his gateways, his triple gateway Zealot production gonna come out for him. He's gonna build up to about 6 or 9, maybe 12 Zealots in total, not too sure how he wants to play this, but that's usually what we see with the Koreans. There's Zealot speed, shuttle on the way in the front, Reaver should be coming out after the support wave finishes up, of course. He's getting engineering, but you're back at home in a factory, so Burgersasu is preparing. Got one commensurate there added on. He's still on 17 SCVs compared to 36 probe there from Jose. So Jose is growing way richer. Way richer. Really, really fast. Which of course spells a lot of trouble for Burgersasu, because Burgersasu, even though he is, in my opinion, without a doubt, the way superior player, he's in some trouble. Dragoon makes its way into Burgersasu's base, not sure how. It managed to walk around the Marines, which should be humanly impossible, but he did it somehow. He got in there, and now just kind of poking and getting information, scouting ahead to see what he's going to be facing with the shuttle, zealots, and the reavers. Burgersasu starts building a choke. His marine count is very, very low. Hasn't started siege mode. Hasn't started the tank yet. Jose's got the reaver finished up and a shuttle there on the front. Didn't get shuttle speed. He's going to play this without shuttle speed. It's going to be zealot speed, level 1 attack, and double reaver frontal attack. This is a Korean special build order, and I'm kind of curious to see how is Jose gonna pull off this build order. How is he gonna? I've never seen him do it before. He used to play kind of bad Protoss build orders that never worked against the Koreans, but this time around he comes out swinging hard with what I believe is going to be a pretty damn strong build order. He comes hitting the front. Burgersasu forced to retreat. The entire front going to get taken down. Zealots are on the hunt for the Marines. There's no medics in between. Burgersasu fell behind so much with that SCV attack on the choke that always gonna snipe the stim. So no stim there for Burgersasu. Now the Reavers in the front getting supported by more zealots. I can't find the shuttle, so maybe the shuttle returned back home. Zealots are in the back, attacking pretty much everything they can, preventing construction of that academy that got rebuilt, or is being rebuilt at the moment. Catches the Zealot in the corner. Reavers crawling forward very slowly. You got more Zealot coming from across the map. Reavers have finished their back at home. Jose is dominating this game, and it's largely because Burgersasu felt so cocky, so arrogant, that he felt he could pull off an SCV stack attack rush on the choke. But no. Turns out Burgersasu might just fall flat on his face and die right here, because this looks pretty much impossible to overcome as the Dark Templar is in the mix, pushing forward on him. Does not have a scan, cannot even build a scan. You can only build some turrets. Reavers arriving there next to the SCV, just getting taken down. Jose is dominating the match. Burgersasu getting blown apart, blown to pieces, getting absolutely destroyed. Something I didn't expect to be saying against Jose, but Burgersasu getting destroyed by Jose, who's upgraded his play with the Korean build order, even though he's not spending his money at all. He's dominating the game. And Burgersasu calls GG in game number 2, and that is a 1-1 score between Jose and Burgersasu. Very well played by Jose, and probably poorly played by Burgersasu. Losing those SCVs that early on, it's just kind of impossible to come back from. You lose so much money, you fall behind so far, so much. It's just not possible to win a game when you inflict so much damage on yourself. Now, I do suspect Jose might have been stream cheating, because it's something, as I said before, he was banned for 3 or 2 seasons, maybe 4 seasons from SCW because he stream cheated against the Koreans. He got banned for it for almost a year, or maybe half a year. Not too sure what the time period is, but this is the first season where Jose is back because he's allowed to play in SCW. But I don't want to throw him under the bus just yet. I'm just going to give him credit for that one. He played that one very well. But do keep in mind, there is a realistic chance that Jose is stream cheating. Keep that in mind. It's been confirmed before. And he has a history that is pretty bad. He used to be a hacker. Before 2015, he used to be a hacker. He got banned like 7 times for using hacks. And on Remastered, only some Koreans have hacks on the ladder. And it costs like $200 a month to use them. Like, they ask a lot of money. So pretty much only the very rich kids who want to cheat use those hacks for StarCraft. Pretty much no one else has access to any hacks in StarCraft. It's just too expensive to use for most people. Or so that's what I've learned from Firebad Hero, who once investigated the hackers on the ladder, the official StarCraft Brood War ladder. Like, Firebad Hero sometimes goes out and investigates stuff like that. And he found out that some guys, some Koreans, are selling access to the hacks for $200 a month in order to climb the ladder and cheat and have fun on the ladder. So it has to be some rich kids who don't care about the integrity of the game and just want to fuck around, to say it kindly. So back to the match itself. I've been talking about cheating and integrity of the game, and that's not as important as the game itself. Burgersasu, 1 o'clock spawn location. 2 minutes in, and I'm only now introducing the player and his race. He's on Zerg. Starts off with a choke, 1 sunken there in the choke. We've got Jose starting out with the same build order as last time. This time around he got 2 cannons though, not 1 cannon. He gets 2 of them at the same time before he starts the gas in the back. So yeah, we went for Pylon, Nexus, Forge, Gateway, Cannons, Double Gas, and a Cyber Core. Once again, doing the same build order as last time. It looks like Jose started to appreciate the strength of this Korean build order, and he's trying to master it. And last game he played it pretty damn well. So I've got high hopes, high expectations from Jose in this Protoss against Zerg. Although it is a cross-map situation, and cross-map, I think Burgersasu on a corner spawn in a cross-map is arguably the strongest Zerg out there. Well, maybe not stronger than Brain, but he's very high up there in terms of how strong his Zerg against Protoss is. Because he plays the most Zerg against Protoss at the highest level out of anyone on fastest map. No one else plays Zerg as much as Burgersasu. He's mastered the art of Zerg against Protoss. So how is Jose gonna try to break the Burgersasu in his cross-map Protoss against Zerg? He's getting an early Stargate for an early Corsair. Burgersasu is running around the map, and he knows where Jose is because he already found him. But he's just running around the map looking for maybe proxy buildings, maybe something else. He's blocking and walling the one single Zealot there with a Zergling and a drone. Very well done. Already has a gas. There's a lot of minerals in the bank. Might go for a couple more hatcheries. Got the Hydraulic Den already on the way. Getting hatchery number 6, I believe. There's on 6 hatcheries. 3 of them still on the way. You got the Overlord scouting into Jose's base. Dragoon there was already prepared to intercept it. A little bit fishy for the timing of that Overlord. But the Overlord goes down. Burgersasu with not supply blocked. Getting hatchery number 7 as well. Getting his lair. So yeah, Burgersasu is delaying his Hydras by quite a bit. He's got 2 of them on the way and Hydra speed as well. He went for 7 hatcheries in total, combined, before starting the Hydras, which is a pretty slow Hydra development. Like, usually I see him go for 5 hatchery Hydra. 7 hatchery Hydra, a little bit more greedy. But because it's a cross-map situation, in cross-map situations you can usually afford to delay the morphing of your Hydralisks by quite a bit. Also, he saw the choke there on Jose, and when there's a choke Protoss, usually you have a little bit more time to get more hatcheries and more drones, and delay your Hydralisks. And that's what he did. That is what he did. So Jose there with a triple Nexus, he built a 3rd one just to speed up his economy, because he's going for Mass Reaver Corsair, or so I believe. It's something he's been doing a whole lot after seeing some of the Koreans do it. Once again, another Korean build order. And there's no shame in using those build orders to your advantage, because they're just so damn strong. And Jose is going to use, I think, Corsair Reaver mass shuttle drops. Left 1 attack on the way for air, getting shuttle speed as well, and 4 Reavers being warped in. Course is on the side still flying about, trying to kill Overlords to deny Burgersasu some vision, but also just to harass his supply count a little bit. So the Hydras have been running back and forth, Overlords in the front, unprotected, didn't build a spore in the front. Usually I see Burgersasu get a spore in the front to put his Overlords on. This time around, no spore. He's already on 8 hatcheries, getting level 1 attack, level 1 carapace, getting Hydras range after speed. And he's also getting Overlord speed to make sure the Overlords can fly away from those Corsairs. Corsairs are still flying about, getting information. He's on 38 drones. Getting a couple more Overlords, getting a couple more drones. Now 49. That's a very quick 49 drones. Because the very first drop from Jose is a little bit slow. Jose doesn't want to go for a fast drop. He wants to go for a big drop. Like the first drop from Jose, he wants it to hit hard. Really, really hard. But against a player like Burgersasu who can macro up so fast, not sure if delaying the first Reaver drop is that smart. Then of course the question becomes as well, will the first Reaver drop, if you go for a single shuttle Reaver drop, will it even arrive on the minerals? Because on a corner spawn, it's so difficult to do. And there's not a lot of pressure, like there's no frontal pressure, there's no frontal push happening. So when there's no frontal push happening, usually it becomes very easy to defend as a Zerg against those shuttle drops. Already getting hatchery number 9. Of course, they're still abusing a tiny little bit. Starts building more Stargates, 6 of them at the same time. He's already on 7 robotics. A lot of Reavers are in the front, more Reavers on the way. I think he's gonna max out on Reavers before he goes for the very first drop. Maybe he's gonna go out right now with those shuttles. Yep, it's gonna be about a 6 Reaver triple shuttle drop. Burgersasu has a lot of vision all over the map though. Like there's burrowed Zergling, so he will see this, although Jose just flying over the front. We get spotted out regardless. There's burrowed Hydralisks there in the top corner. Hydra's in between the shuttles, protecting, deflecting, making them change their course. 2 more hatcheries on the way for Burgersasu. Also getting a Spire already. So 59 drones at the moment. Gonna get a couple more, of course, very soon. Reavers are staying in the front. He's gonna wait for more of them. Jose feels that perhaps he should wait for more. So we'll have about, I'd say 12 more Reavers, maybe 13 more Reavers coming out. Getting a couple more pylons for supply space because he's supply blocked. A couple more shuttles as well. And yeah, he's gonna start Corsair production soon in addition to that. Already on 89 probes, there's no main protection at all. Not a single cannon in the base. And Burgersasu is scouting the base and sees that there's not a single cannon anywhere to be found. Although I think he's going to start cannon construction very soon. There's 1 cannon warping in the corner. Reaver's going to crawl across the map. It's just all Reavers. He's got nothing but Reavers. Not even Corsairs. It's just all Reavers. Doesn't even have enough shuttles to carry them. He's got 4 shuttles or something. 1 shuttle there on the side. Going to try to fly in. Just, sometimes just try. Just fly in and see if you get all the way into the backside. Like this. Burgersasu didn't even notice the shuttle, but I do think it's empty. But he didn't even notice, like he could have killed all those drones with that shuttle if it had Templars in it. Drop coming from the other direction, Burgersasu playing a little bit sloppy, but the Reavers do arrive, but they unload on the wrong side. The Reavers getting taken down by the Lurkers and the Hydralisks within the blink of an eye. He's got like 12 Lurkers on the lair. Very big hit, but now frontal attack happening. And another drop there flying in. Over the front side, gonna change direction because there's Hydralisks in between. Reavers just gotta kill the choke, which is just 1 sunken. It's hardly a choke. Burgersasu on 1-1 upgrades. Mass Reaver crawling forward. We got Jose getting scarab damage, observer speed, and armor for ground. Also getting Corsairs now. He's already got a couple of them finished up, got more of them on the way. The Corsairs, I believe, have level 1 attack finished up. He's not yet getting level 2 attack. He's getting it now, and armor as well. Tries to get in. Hydralisk blocking the path. Mutus in the back. He's already in about, I'd say, 13 hatcheries in total. Although he lost 1 in the front, so we'll make it 12. Comes in. Reaver's pushing. Drop trying to get in. Shuttle's getting sacrificed because they're empty. Pilot is coming from every single direction, but there's so many Reavers. So many Reavers. Will the Zerglings and Hydras be able to kill this? That's the big question. Still got them shuttles there hanging on the side. They're empty as well. It's just Reavers in the front attacking. Now the Corsairs are dead and gone because Jose didn't control his Corsairs too well. The Reavers go down and Corsairs were hanging on the side, not participating. Is Rob going to try to fly in? Is there even something inside? That is the big question. Looks like they're empty. Turns around. Real drop. Nope, that's Corsair. I thought that was a drop coming in. He could have just flown in from this side here. And Burgersasu wouldn't have responded in time. So Burgersasu not playing airtight. Not playing an airtight defense. But Jose is, I want to say, not attacking well enough. Like, his attacks are not very well thought out so far. They're looking a little bit sloppy in my opinion. So he's building mass cannons on the middle to try and keep Burgersasu contained within his own base. Using his Corsairs to kill those overlords that are giving Burgersasu vision of the map. Now breaking into the middle. Cannons. He's trying to buy time, but there's so many Hydralisks that it might not be enough. Got a couple of gateways there in the front to block those Hydralisks from hitting the cannons, but not going to buy him enough time. Reavers unloading though, and the Reavers are going to save the middle for sure. Reaver's going to save the middle for sure. More Corsairs are on the sides, hunting for overlords. Got them Mutas coming in, going to try to take down those Reavers. But there's a lot of Corsairs, so that's probably not going to work, so he turns back around. Going to try to kill the last couple remaining cannons with the Hydralisks over here. But the Reavers might just ruin those plans just in time. Just in time. Burgersasu now getting another... wow, there's a lot of hatcheries. So there's 9 in the front. Another 9 on the sides. So there's 18 hatcheries, 1 in the back. Got 19 in total. All the technologies are on the side. I don't see a Defiler Mound. He didn't build a single defensive spore on the sides. Just relying entirely on the lurkers. And the Hydralisks. A very Burgersasu-esque playstyle. Drop comes in. It's Mass Shuttle Reaver. Burgersasu responding a little bit slowly. Jose having trouble unloading. The front getting cleared out is Reavers and... well, just Reavers in the front. Gets about 20 drone kills. As far as attacking the Hive as well. Hive taking some pretty big damage from those Scarab hits. Well, not big, about 600, but damage is damage. And the front here, the Hydras have been killed. Guardians in the back, in the air, ready to kill the Reavers. Burgersasu rebuilding his drones, rebuilding his army, getting some Devourers to help him fight against the Corsairs to protect those Guardians as they kill the Reavers. Jose has not yet built anything. Oh, more Reavers in the back. Trying to hit the drones, but drones do run away just in time. They stay alive. Burgersasu is in some trouble now, though. His minerals are low. His drone count is also pretty low, but he has a lot of Guardians in the air. And also getting more Scorches. He's going to clear out this little Reaver foothold that Jose had. And push into the middle. Push into the middle. Got more cannons being built there on the side for Jose. Jose's main base is... he's not really building a lot in his home base. He's trying to build on the middle while also attacking at the same time. But might not have enough APM to do both at the same time. Burgersasu now though, rebuild his drones back on 68 drones in total. Now breaking into the middle. And Jose does not have a whole lot back at home to defend himself against this Guardian Devourer Hydralisk push. A lot of Reavers are on the way. Gonna throw away about 12 probes to open up more supply space because he's got 90 probes, which is a lot of probes. Mass building cannons are back at home. Another big drop with Corsairs flying across the map. Scorches found them though. Gonna try to snipe those shuttles out of the air. Gets 3 out of the 5. 2 more are alive. More Scorches on the hunt coming in. Gonna kill the last remaining 2. One of them escapes. Tries to get away. Corsairs kill the Scorches. One shuttle there on the way, but there's still Scourges in the air and Hydralisk in between. This shuttle drop never gonna arrive on location. Gonna try though. It gets sniped out of the air. Burgersasu call him the easy. But now there's an attack here on the choke. Jose is now feeling the tables getting turned, as now he is the one defending against a frontal push. Corsairs in the air though, with no support for the Guardians, so the Corsairs should be able to kill this. But because there's Okay, more cores arriving on the scene. This is going to be a quick, easy, done deal. Goodbye, Guardians. Without support, you're pretty damn good. But you've killed about 7 cannons in total. Well, make it 8. So 8 cannons, 24 Guardians. Although the Guardians also cleared out the middle, so I gotta give them a little bit more credit for what they've achieved so far. But Mass Hydra, Lurker, Guardian coming across the map. Although I don't think the Hydras and the Lurkers will be able to break through 20 Reavers here in the front. 20 Reavers, maybe 24 Reavers, maybe even 30 Reavers right here. I'm not sure how many this is, but I'm seeing just a lot of Reavers. Like, Jose has not really built any gateway units. I've seen 1 Zealot, maybe 2, and 1 Dragoon. Everything else has been Reavers. Reavers and Corsairs. And so far, Reaver Corsair has not yet really done anything to significantly hurt Burgersasu. Burgersasu on 100 drones in total. Corsairs are killing his overlords here back at home because he didn't build any spores and he's getting supply blocked at the moment. We have only about, I'd say, 10 cannons. Well, actually, that's 8 cannons in the back for Jose. His base is an absolute mess, which I'm actually not used to seeing from Jose. Usually his base looks a little bit cleaner. And with that aside though, looks like Burgersasu is going to try to drop on top of the minerals from the side. There's some cannons in between, 1 Reaver in the back, and a whole lot of other Reavers are leaving the base, going for an attack. So Burgersasu is dropping Jose, while Jose is preparing to drop Burgersasu, and now a lot of Reavers are away from home, and Reavers are exactly what he needs to defend himself against this mass lurker drop. Getting it, gonna kill all the probes, gonna kill all the cannons, gonna kill all the protection, all the detection. Nexus in danger, 1 Reaver goes down, 1 Reaver still there on the top side, falling forward, but no detection to detect the lurkers. The lurkers have free play, free game, free hitting, killing everything. Also dropping here back in Burgersasu's base. Burgersasu pulled all of his lurkers away from home. So Jose is hitting Burgersasu while Burgersasu is hitting Jose, and both players losing their workers, losing their mains, losing their economy, losing pretty much everything in the back. Burgersasu literally has nothing here on the scene to protect himself. But at least he protected his drones. His drones have run away from harm. While here, Jose is losing his base, got 7 probes alive. Both players saying the same thing. They're saying easy, 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 get out. Both players are saying the exact same thing. Both players having a lot of fun being bad-mannered, telling their opponent to get out of the game because they're too easy to defeat. Little do they know, they're both in trouble. Little do they know, both players just took a huge hit to their base. Both players lost their mains, lost their backside, but the upside for Burgersasu is he kept 81 drones alive. So Burgersasu is in a better position to recover than Jose, because Jose, 6 probes, 4,000 minerals, no Nexus. And he has to kill all this here in the back before he can build a Nexus. Got Observers finished up there though, so Observer's gonna move to the back to protect and kill those lurkers, but it's gonna take a while because his SimCity is actually blocking him from properly arriving on the backside. A problem Burgersasu does not have. And Burgersasu still has some income, although he just lost 20 drones to a Reaver that got unloaded. I see a lot of dead drones there, but most of the drones stayed alive. So he lost about 20, but the rest stayed alive. But Jose is still losing structures here in the back, down to only 2,000 minerals because he's building scarabs pretty much all the damn time. He's gonna try to go for 1 more big drop, while Burgersasu is trying to recover. And he's starting his own Nexus now to recover as well. But as I said before, Burgersasu is ahead of the curve compared to Jose. Jose is behind on Burgersasu in this situation. It's a funny thing that Burgersasu pulled all of the lurkers from his minerals to drop onto Jose's minerals, but in turn lost his own minerals and his hive. So kind of a funny interactions, like players making specific choices that come back to bite them in the ass, but also ends up winning them the game. So big, huge shuttle drop with a lot of Corsairs coming across the map there from Jose. Got the 1 lurker in the front that spotted it out. So Burgersasu knows it's coming. He's preparing himself for the big drop. Got Scourges in between, ready to intercept those shuttles. But the courses might just protect them in time. Overlords are splitting up. Shuttles getting spotted out by the Overlords, splitting. How many units does he have to defend himself? He got the Vars in the air, ready to strike. Shuttles not yet going in. Doesn't trust it. Corsairs getting attacked there by the Vars. He got Reavers unloading. About 10 Reavers on the top corner, maybe make it 12. Attacking, Hydras calling from all sides, but Jose has no minerals left. Jose is gonna run out of Scarabs to protect those Reavers. But it's got Guardians in the air, killing the Reavers as the Devourers protect the Guardians from the Corsairs. Got one last attempt to unload a Scarab on top of the drones. Got the Reavers inside the shuttles, but the Reaver unloads and gets killed by the Lurkers pretty much instantly. And I think that pretty much makes this a done deal. I think Jose is out of the game. He spent all of his minerals on Scarabs and now only has 5 probes, of which 3 are mining minerals. It's going to take ages, literal ages, for Jose to recover from this. Absolute devastating. Building Scarabs is pretty damn expensive. So his Reavers in the front there are going to run out of Scarabs. We've got Burgersasu now pushing across the map to finish what he started. Jose calls GG, and that was a kind of fun game. That was an interesting game. I kind of like this game. I mean, Jose's playstyle was a little bit weird, but in the end he did get results. He killed the Hive, killed the drones. He got some damage down on Burgersasu. He managed to slow him down, but it did cost him everything. It cost him everything. Kind of like the Thanos meme. What did it cost? Everything. So thank you for watching. It was Burgersasu against Jose here on RGB TV, hosted by me, your host, RGB, for RGB TV. So welcome. I thank you for coming to RGB TV to watch RGB TV cast RGB TV content here on RGB TV. So I do hope you return to RGB TV when RGB TV returns to RGB TV to make more RGB TV StarCraft Fast Map content here on RGB TV with your host, me, RGB, here on RGB TV. And I wonder how many times did RGB TV, but I just wanted to end the video with a lot of RGB TV because it just sounds so damn stupid. It sounds so damn stupid to say. Anyway, see you soon. Have a good day. And I wanted to say something else, but I forgot what it was. I'm gonna end it right here.